I hope this is not another take two vanilla blend of wine. Jesus save us from that. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is CeeChronicles and I post fragrance related content on this platform. Please feel free to subscribe and join the family as that is helpful in terms of the growth of the channel. Now, if you're returning, thank you so much for the continued support. I have two Khadlaj fragrances that I want to talk about here, and I'm going to give you one as an honorable mention. The first one is going to be Nafais Magrib. Okay, we're going to spray it on this, and the honorable mention is going to be the Nafais Shock. In case you missed the video that I did, Nafais Shock and Magrib come in the same bottle. The Magrib, which is this one that I have today, is in a darker bottle, mimicking something that looks like a stone or a granite, something like that. I love the bottles actually. I still haven't gotten my hands on a full bottle. And for those who want to know what Nafais Shock was doing, it's not this one. Nafais Shock is in the same vein as the Bisiami by Bulvari. Okay, a white and yellow floral, quite buttery there scent. So if you love that, you're going to love that particular one. Or if you love fragrances like Gaham by Latafa, you're going to love that, right? So enough said. I was talking about Nafais Shock. Now Magrib has dried down. This to me is a presentation of aldehydes backing fruits. Okay, you are going to have mixed fruits here, but the fruits are adding an aquaticness to this fragrance. They're aquatic fruits, they're watered fruits like pineapple. You can throw in the citrus is there, you can throw in apple as well. They're not fruits that make this one dense. They're not fruits that feel like they're trying to thicken, you know, this fragrance. This fragrance maintains an airiness about it. I've seen comparisons of this to Cosmala. There's a brand name, Thomas Cosmala something. Another comparison was of this to Qaid Al Fasan. I think that comparison is based on the use of the pineapple note, but that this one does not give me that offset, even if I didn't have the two side by side to compare. You know, this is not the first fragrance that came to my head when I smelled this was not Qaid Al Fasan. And for some of the OGs on this channel, you will know that at Beauty World, I had the privilege to smell this fragrance for the first time. And I still didn't talk about Qaid Al Fasan, but I can see maybe how some people may be getting that because of the pineapple working in tandem with some other fruits that are gonna add an aquatic feel, which is like a watered feel presentation of the fruits. Let's say for instance plum, let's say for instance peach, without this one turning into a peach note, a plum note, or a pineapple note, rather turning into a fragrance that feels like a presentation of a fruity feel and aldehydes at the same time. Now, why I keep saying aldehydes is there's an airy feel that's, you know, just overall in this fragrance. I wouldn't say fresh per se, airy, more like when a fragrance is trying to mimic the note of air in aldehyde. So that is what I get mostly in this fragrance. It is pleasant, but I have had a change of mind now that I have the decant here, which I've played around with for a while. You probably won't see because of the, you know, even if I turn it, but I did give this one a good spray. I have had a change of mind in the sense that I remember this fragrance wowing me at Beauty World. And then I got this and I was like, is it the same fragrance that I was crazy about? You know, because to me, this is just one of those fragrances that really doesn't give me the urge to say I'm going to rush and buy it. So I am happy I held up because I wasn't missing much. In its own right, it's not a bad fragrance, guys. It's a gorgeous fragrance, but I'm saying it's not a profile that's giving me the same feeling I felt at Beauty World. I think at Beauty World, I kind of felt as though this was jammy and even dense, but now that I have the actual vial, that's not what I'm getting. You know, I'm not getting a dense, jammy, rich feel of a fragrance, but rather, you know, a fragrance that presents a lot of mixed fruits, particularly wafts of a pineapple, an apple, pear, plum, peach, that sort of thing, and then an aquaticness that takes over. And then as it drifts further and further during the way, it adds a muskiness to it or introduces a muskiness to it, making it dry down to a fruity, airy, powdery scent, right? The last one I have for you, I have sprayed here. So I have the dry down of it. It's Sawaar, okay? And when I got this Sawaar Vanille Blanc, I think I do remember seeing this, but I don't think I featured it at Beauty World, but I do remember seeing it, but just based on the bottle, because when I saw the bottle online, when I was ordering this off Hygiesin, I knew I had actually put my nose to this fragrance. This is vanilla. Okay, this is another presentation of vanilla. I have it on my hand here, and I was just, when I got it for the first time in the mail, I was like, I hope this is not another Take Two vanilla Blanc. Jesus save us from that. It's not a bad fragrance, right? The vanilla planifolia, but I'm just saying that based on how most houses have gone with that DNA, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, each house would want to present, you know, a fragrance that's popular in the moment, and they take to it, and it's a nice fragrance generally. All the clones that I've smelled of vanilla planifolia are really nice. Now, this is a vanilla fragrance carried by that cashmere wood. Double dose of vanilla, actually, if I have to be honest. I think that's what the note pyramid said, but there is an oily thing in this fragrance where perhaps the amber is doing a little bit too much. There is sort of like, yeah, there is certainly an ambery dose to this that's kind of also trying to assert its dominance. Okay, it ends up being sort of like in a tussle between the vanilla and that amber. Of course, not bad, but it just then told me outright, this is not a fragrance that was going for that vanilla planifolia. It's a fragrance that is resinous. Okay, it does use the resins very generously there, holds on to the vanilla, but also becomes one that I would say is a fragrance that you can add to your collection if you're crazy about vanilla. Whether or not this will stand a chance in terms of other vanilla fragrances that have been thrown out there, especially for year-end 2025 to 2026, I don't know, because here's the thing. Let's say I didn't, and I still don't have knowledge of what that vanilla planifolia smells like, and I had bought the vanilla aura, and then I had bought the Hekayat vanilla, and then I bought vanilla seduction, and then I bought vanilla Blanc, okay, Sawaar vanilla Blanc from Khadlaj. Looking at all, and after spraying them, I would say this is my least favorite, but it's not a bad vanilla. What I'm just simply saying is it's up against beasts. Okay, it's up against, it has tough competition. Let me put it that way. It's up against like a huge tough competition, because if you smell the other vanillas there, you might not appreciate this one that much, but I can see the work there. I can see how they have put out a vanilla scent that is enjoyable. If there were no other comparisons or other choices out there, I can see how this vanilla would be enjoyable. It also feels as though there could be some florals there, but it's mostly vanilla, and then you get into what feels like a woody thing, and then you know, what feels like, you know, cashmere and woods, and then that embery styrexy feel takes over the moment, and you know, giving it even that, I don't know, animalic feel about it. So I'm gonna say this is not bad, and unfortunately for this video, I'd say, because I spoke about Nafais Shark, and then I spoke about Nafais Magrib, and then this one, if you want to know which one stays as my favorite, because I'm conflicted, I'm tempted to say the Shark, Nafais Shark, in as much as it was another take to Bisiam. I think I did enjoy that fragrance. I had it just in a vial form. I did not have it in full size, but when I bought the Nafais Magrib, I was ready to decide on which one I wanted, and I was sure I would like the Magrib, but it didn't work, guys. And then this Sawaar is okay. It's a beautiful scent, but based on the contenders, I am not sure. I'm going to leave it out there, guys, for you to make your own decisions. There's been comparisons of this to Vanilla Pearl. I haven't added any Pearl fragrance in my collection, so I do not know, but if it helps, it helps. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we discuss more about fragrances. I keep sniffing my hand. It is enjoyable, but it's just lacking that that is in Vanilla Aura and whatever. And they're not the same fragrances, but I'm just saying, maybe because I ordered them at the same time, I'm lacking appreciation of this. I don't know. Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, guys. And remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.